So I started coming to Mountain Park fall of 2017. I heard that they had a really great kids program here, and that was something that I was definitely seeking for my daughter, who's 7 now. That was what attracted me to Mountain Park. I don't know that I had ever experienced like the Holy Spirit moving in the room like I had at Mountain Park. I had come from a church where there was no instruments, and so the worship team leading our worship, raising your hands and closing your eyes and surrendering to Him in that moment and seeing that around the room and seeing the Holy Spirit move in the room was huge and very powerful. So at the beginning of 2018, after being at Mountain Park for a few months, I knew that God was calling me to get out of a relationship that I had been in for about 5 years. And it was my first experience with feeling God speak this to me and being fully obedient, not partial obedience, but fully surrendering that to Him and going through with that. And I immediately felt, the presence of the Lord with me on that journey. For the rest of 2018, it was a period of time where I was just waiting. And I remember the end of December, it was New Year's Eve. And Andrew had just called everybody to think of a word for their year. And I was frustrated because I felt like I had some words that I felt could be for my next year, but I really just prayed about it. And January 1st, 2019, so this year, I just prayed it out, and God spoke some words over my life and was calling me to be specific in seeking Him and being obedient to Him in the big things, in the little things. And so the beginning of my year this year was a time of cleansing and fasting. And through that period of time, it was a week-by-week basis of me fasting different things. I fasted. Social media was my 1 year thing that I've fasted and don't think I'll go back to after having experienced that. And just fasting food, fasting, TV for a week, whatever it was, I was just being called to be obedient in those little things. And so now at this point, having gone through this time of digging down deep and getting into it with God, putting Him first, surrendering to Him, having experienced that, there's no going back after that. Coming full circle from last year, and having gone through this basically training up that I've gone through this year in depending on Him and leaning on Him, I know what it's like now to feel the Holy Spirit working in and through me, and there's no going back from there.